Okay, I think I just stopped my video. So this is gonna be part 2 to installing and removing and installing new hood latches on the Jeep Gladiator. I thought about it for a second. I was gonna just do a takeoff and not record taking these off, but I want to show you how I did it with that crescent wrench, or the not the crescent wrench, the open end box end wrench. So just bear with me here, and I'm going to turn this, try to get this in a good spot where you can in there, and hopefully I can get it to stay. Because it definitely takes 2 hands to do this job. Well, on this side it doesn't so much. Let's see if I can get. Okay. Let me at least get the wrench on it. So you got to remember which way this turns, because one way it turns to for install, and the other way to remove. Okay, looks like I got it. Come on, girl. Get on there like you're supposed to. Okay, well, this one came right off. So I'm just going to use my fingers for the rest of it. Get this out of there. Just try not to lose your nut down there. Looks like there's a bracket that might be real close. Might catch it, might not. Who knows? But I like to get both hands in there and get that thing off, so you have positive control over that nut, so it doesn't fall into anything that it's not supposed to fall into. And it comes right off. There you go. Got the nut. Remove this. Now, in the instructions, it says to remove, I think it says to remove this thing right here. But that's a solid piece of plastic, so I think that's the bumper, the hood bumper that they're talking about. The picture's a different picture. It looks like it's from an earlier model Wrangler, so who knows. Now we'll take the top off. We'll get the ones up top. That's the 10 millimeter. And these ones are pretty simple as well. Come right off, and I just use the once I get them loose, I just use the rest of I just use the socket itself to, like that. Goes out. And I like the way the Jeep does that with the installed fasteners. Oops, got it. Anyway, and this one's the same way in this position. All right. Come off of there. Okay, come on. Almost, there we go. All right. So there you have it, the old one, the old bracket came off the hood, and then I like to take the fasteners and put them back on the studs, just so you can, in the event you ever have to reuse this, the bolts and nuts are all together. And after the first couple of drives with the new latches, and I get little to no rattling. I want to get no rattling, of course, but you know, when you start messing around with this stuff, you made me need to make some adjustments, which is nice, because the new one does have spot on there. So the new hood latch, the actual part that goes on the hood, it slides up and down those, the bolts can slide up and down there. An oblong hole, so, or an oval instead of just a round hole, and so you can adjust how tight and how loose it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna get these babies put on. Let me turn the camera, and where am I looking? Okay, so what I did before was I just went ahead and did it in reverse order, and put the hood latch on, but I left it loose. I left the hood latch loose. And by a show of hands, do you know why I left the hood latch loose? Let me see, which way am I looking? Okay, yeah, right there. Okay, yeah, that's right. So that I can adjust it if I need to. I know, stupid. I was an instructor once. I suppose once an instructor, always an instructor, right? Anywho, so here we go. Top latch. Make sure that your latch is the right way up. I didn't do that before. I didn't. Well, let me rephrase what I'm saying. I didn't put it on upside down. I put it on right side up because I double checked before. So these are nylock self-locking nuts, so they're pretty easy. Well, I mean, once you get them in, they're not going to rattle and come loose. No, they're not supposed to. I suppose I'm not driving this thing a million miles an hour. So this is where the 10 millimeter comes in again. Put that on. Okay. That's where we. Come on now. Let me try it this way. The other side was easier because I'm right-handed. Okay, so we're still loose. Still loosey. Let me loosen that up a little more. Okay. And then the other side is almost flush with the bottom of the hood here. And so that's what we're going to do with this one to start with. The other on the other side, I put it all the way to the highest point to see, and the latch just wouldn't take. So we'll have to check that once we get that checked, or once we get the fender latch hooked up. We'll test that and make sure that we've got it set so where it fits nice and snug. Now the fender latch is another goofy thing. It's not too bad, but that's why they gave you the two Allen wrenches, Allen keys that are the same size. Get out of here. Old one. What did I do with the other old one I just took off? Hi.
Hi.
Say hi, honey.
Oh, hi, who is it?
That's everybody on YouTube.
Oh, hi. Where are the things you're putting on?
Right here.
You can't, you can because it's propped open. Oh, right there?
No, yeah. I'm replacing these. Remember? Replacing those. That's the new one. But I need to find the old one that I just took off because I need to know where that old one is. It can't be inside this engine compartment.
What'd you do with it?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me put this on pause while I'm looking for this. Okay, that was lame. The one from the other side's back on the tailgate, and this one's over here. I just got a little confused for a second. Anywho, so now I'm going to put the latch on, and what you have to do with the latch is, like I've told you a couple times already, you just have to take this out, take these out. It's a I'll show you what kind of pin that is. Let me do it right here so you can, hopefully you can get a picture of that. I might have to start getting I'm gonna do this more often, which I plan to whenever I do any little projects around the place. So they're both of these come undone, and one of them screws into the other. So it's kind of like I guess for lack of terminology, I'm gonna call it a barrel screw, because it allows this to move up and down on it. Come on. Jeez. Okay. So there's that. And this screws into there to each other. They screw into each other, and then they bottom out, and that keeps this. It allows this to move, to lever. So what we're going to do is we're going to install this piece here, and that again is the 10-inch, the half-inch nut, and we're going to install it. There's only one hole, and it goes in one way. That this little tab there goes up, goes up, and we're going to get that installed, and then we'll get the rest of the equipment installed, and we'll give her a test run, see how it works. Be right back with you. Actually, no, that's right. I'm gonna keep filming. Let's see if I can get a better video of that. Size it open. Let's see. How's that look? That looks like a pretty good solid shot. Okay. So we need this, and we need one of these. So we take this nut off of there, and again, this is a treacherous part of the whole thing. Is, let me just make sure that part goes up. That tab does go up top. So to get this on there without dropping the darn thing, you gotta be patient. Anybody that knows me that just heard that come out of my mouth. Yeah. Anywho, so here we are at this point, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a good grip on there, and we're going to just try to get this turned down as best we can. Ah, shoot, yeah, it's not going anywhere without the wrench. So just get it going and get it where you. Oops. Come on. Hear that ratcheting, which is really nice, because you don't have to take it off and get another bite. And you use what I'm doing is I'm using the Allen wrench to turn the nut and the fastener and the bolt, so that they work together and getting it tighter faster. Okay, now we're getting there. Ah, shoot, a little too tight. Got to get that. Oh shoot, the wrong way. Okay. Now wants to play stupid games. I need to loosen this up a little bit to get that gasket straight. Nobody likes a crooked gasket. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure we're on the right gambit there. Yeah.
Figuring it out?
Yeah, sure am, Gene.
That's good. I couldn't dare open one of those new vehicles up.
What's that now?
I mean, oh, they train so much.
Yeah.
I got a 2012 with 32,000 miles on it.
Oh yeah?
Not even broken. Just quit doing the long trips.
Yep, I hear you. Okay. So I think that's good. We're still going there. Okay. Now let's get the barrel switches on. The barrel nut. So I found that the long end is better if you go from the forward end of the truck, because it's longer and you don't have a lot of room back here. So the shorter end is better up here. And I found to be a little bit of a pain to get that catch that thread in there. I think I got it. Yep, sure enough. All right. Get this installed here. There. Right here. After this, we're just in test mode. Set up the, make sure that we got the right distance on the hood latch. It's not rattling and loose. Okay. See how as tight as I got that? And it still has plenty of, it's loose enough to move around. And that's the whole idea of that. So, here's what we'll do is, now that we got that straightened out or hooked up, let's put the hood down and let's see what we got. Okay. So let me get the side down that I know is working. They fit right in there and boom. And there you go, new hood latch. And this one here, let's get it. Okay. We don't want it to come down that far. And then we're just right where we need to be, right there. Let me see one more time with that. Maybe just a smidge down, just a smidge.